I have 2 little kids. I work in the evenings. I was trying to keep up. I drank a ton of soda every day. I wasn't sleeping at night, and I was just exhausted all the time. So I saw a friend posting about this pink drink that was making her feel so much better out in Arkansas. So I started taking the products after I looked into them a lot. I'm really funny about taking anything. I didn't have epidurals with my children. I don't like to put anything into my body. So I really looked into the products. I have a client that is, like I said, I'm a hairstylist. So I have a client that is a pharmacist. Had her look into the products, decided it was something that I felt comfortable with taking. At that point, I remember I was thinking, is this really gonna work? I don't know, but it's worth it to try. I was miserable. At that point, my husband started taking the products with me. He is a finance guy at Ball State at the university, so we looked into the comp plan and the whole signing up wholesale side of it because I did not want to sign up for anything. I was one of those people that was totally against anything network marketing, really because I didn't know enough about it. So we really looked into all of that, decided it was okay, signed up for the wholesale discount, and started sharing with my friends and family about what I was doing. Flash forward, we all started noticing different things. I remember Tara one time, she said, "Is this in my head?" Like we all started noticing different things that we were feeling better. I didn't need the soda anymore, and I just was feeling like a totally new person. I know I was at my wit's end when I started Plexus, and I always tell this story, and I'm doing really good at not crying when I tell it, but my son said to me 2 months in, he said, "Mommy," and it's so funny, I found a video of him talking about it on my phone today, because I asked him, I said, "Buddy, what did you say?" And I played it. I need to post it on Facebook, but he said, "Mommy, you're not a grouchy mommy anymore." And for me, that was my moment where I knew that this is the real deal. These products work. He was 6 at the time, and for him to notice that Mommy wasn't grouchy, Mommy wasn't tired, she was playing with me more, was a huge deal for me. So, of course, it became my passion pretty quickly. Started sharing about the products, like I said, got a lot of my friends and family taking the products, and it's just been a whirlwind since. I enrolled with a company, which you guys are going to hear about. I'm hopefully going to promote this month too. But just because I have this amazing team and we have these amazing products that work. And what's so cool about our products is we are a health and wellness company. So we have products for everybody. We have products for kids. My kids take the vitamins. We have products for grandmas and everybody in between. So that's what's so awesome about our company and about our products. And Tara is going to talk to you a little bit more about the products. So let me introduce her to you guys. This is my best friend. She's also an Emerald ambassador with the company. And I pretty much made her join me. Yeah.
She was relentless.
I was, and her husband was very mad at me for joining, and so was this one right here.
Yeah, a lot of husbands didn't like Megan in the beginning, but now they all love her because it worked.
But yeah, you can tell them you're
okay. Well, thanks for all coming because I know it's beautiful out. It's a Saturday at 4 p.m. I know there's a lot of graduations going on and baseball games, and the fact you guys are here is awesome. So we really appreciate that. But okay, so I struggled with I'm 31, and so I mean that's fairly young, right? But I felt like I'm going to go ahead and say 80 because but I was drinking Red Bulls every single day, sugar-free Red Bulls, which I think sugar-free is even worse for you, but I thought it was better. But I drank them every single day. I was on antidepressant. I was taking anxiety meds. I had trouble sleeping. I don't know if any of you have trouble sleeping, but I could not fall asleep at night. I would lay there until 2 or 3 just tossing and turning. And then the next day when it was time to go, I'm a hairstylist too. I work in the evening. So I would take my boys to school and I'd get right back in bed and I'd sleep till 1 or 2. 12, 1, 2, every single day. And inside I knew this is so worthless. Like this cannot be like normal. But I think my lack of sleep and stuff is what kind of triggered the anxiety and the depression and all of those things. But I was really a mess. But I was just kind of going day to day, just trying to keep up with life. And Megan knew that I was struggling with that. She had seen it could help with anxiety and energy and sleep. So she did come to me, her best friend, and one of her best friends, and just said, hey, you should try this with me. So as some best friends are good best friends and just jump as soon as their best friend says to jump. But I wasn't one of those. I was one of the ones that was like, no, you've lost your mind. I am not going to try a pink drink, and I don't have the money for it. That was the main thing. My husband's a police officer. I'm a hairstylist. We have a lot of medical bills, and we're just pretty much living paycheck to paycheck like most people, I feel like. And I knew he would never even go for it. So I told her no. She stayed on me. After a couple of days of staying on me, I said, okay. So we went to my husband. He said no. He was very skeptical and hateful and all of that stuff about it. And, and Megan and I just taxied him. We're like, what if, Matt? What if this could help me? Because nothing else is helping and I'm miserable. And you're telling me all the time, you got to do something, Sarah. So he said, okay, join for 1 month because you can get the cheapest prices possible. And then after that month, we'll see where we're at. You're probably going to cancel. So I was like, okay. So I joined. In my first week, I was one of the lucky ones. I noticed energy, better sleep. I started telling my family and friends just to tell them. I didn't even really know about the comp plan yet. And it just took off from there. Just in a nutshell, within 18 weeks of doing the business, I matched my husband's police income, which was incredible and life-changing. And I don't say that to brag. I just say that to show the power of network marketing. Like, it's just sharing. I didn't sell anything. I'm a hairstylist. I don't know how to, sell. I just know how to share what I'm passionate about. And so many people, like she said, need our products. So here we are. So, and I just went enrolled, I think, in March? Yeah. So that's my dad on that picture, and he's no longer on blood pressure medicine. And I have grandma no longer on cholesterol medicine, and the list just goes on and on. I have diabetics in my family. It's just changing so many lives. So that's why we love to share Plexus. Okay, this is the product video I think that we're going to show you guys.
Plexus
It says a lot
Worldwide
of the
offers a
science
select group
behind
of
the
health
product.
products that offer effective and significant lifestyle improvements to our ambassadors and customers. Plexus Slim is a remarkably popular drink that addresses weight loss, and it's the banner product of the Plexus family. The pink drink has a delicious fruit flavor, and the single-serving packet of crystals mix easily with water. The highlight ingredients in this outstanding dietary supplement include Garcinia cambogia, alpha-lipoic acid, and green coffee bean extract in a unique combination that contributes to the results talked about by our ambassadors and customers. It also contains chromium, which is an essential mineral that appears to have a beneficial role in the maintenance of normal blood sugar levels and its effects on carbohydrate, protein, and lipid metabolism. Scientific evidence suggests that chromium has a role in helping with feelings of satiety. There is even implication that there is a role in cravings for fat specifically. This evidence therefore implies that such effects could reduce food intake, help people feel full longer, and be less concerned about eating. These effects would be beneficial in support of weight management. The before and after pictures of people who love Plexus Slim further demonstrate the effects of these ingredients. Joining Plexus Slim is Accelerator Plus, a daily capsule that joins forces with Slim and, when incorporated with lifestyle choices, such as a healthier diet and exercise, encourages a weight loss process. It contains ingredients known to help modulate the reduction of body fat and help you keep your food consumption targets. It takes advantage of the properties of hygienamine and hortonine to make the combination of Accelerator Plus and Slim effective to help encourage a reduction of weight while generally not causing overstimulation. When you want to add another dimension of energy to your weight loss journey, our other companion to Plexus Slim is Plexus Boost. Formulated to turn up the thermogenic thermostat and give you a whole new energy gear, Boost contains Caralluma fimbriata, which is an edible cactus that has been traditionally used by tribal East Indians for years to help with hunger and enhance endurance through increased energy. It has now been clinically tested as a means of helping with satiety, aiding in weight management, while increasing energy. Plexus Boost also contains yerba mate, which provides stimulant effects that may assist with weight management. The hygienamine used in Plexus Boost is sourced from tangerine peel and lotus seed extract, and this compound helps increase energy as well. Plexus Boost is sure to live up to its name. In our society, sugar and carbohydrates are in most foods all around us. Plexus' solution to help you combat these temptations is block. It's the perfect answer by inhibiting the absorption of starches and sugars from converting to glucose in the body by up to 48%. The highlight ingredient in Plexus Block is NC2 brown seaweed blend. Mega X delivers a complete collection of essential fatty acids that are all derived from sustainable plant sources, not from fish or sea life. Plexus Mega X delivers omega-3, 6, and 9, as well as the less common omega-5 and 7. Supplementation with omega-3 fatty acids has been shown in clinical studies to deliver improved lipid levels, maintain normal triglyceride levels, and better circulation in the brain, as well as supporting everyday stress management and relaxation. Plexus Mega X nutrients are primarily sourced from the ahi flower plant, easing digestion and not causing a fishy aftertaste. Plexus X Factor is a next-generation multivitamin. This complex of essential, naturally sourced vitamins is mixed with aloe vera in its ultimate blended form. When aloe and vitamins are together, the combination enhances the bioavailability of the vitamins. It's like a turbocharged vitamin. On top of all that, this multivitamin contains New Zealand blackcurrant, one of the most powerful antioxidants. Plexus X Factor comes in a veggie cap, and it's a new and better way to take vitamins. Plexus X Factor family chewables contain the same multivitamin complex and New Zealand blackcurrant antioxidants as Plexus X Factor. Antioxidants help inactivate free radicals and the reactions they create while providing support for a healthy life. These tasty tablets are fruit flavored and with a very potent antioxidant compound. They are unique in providing this combination of nutrients in a chewable type vitamin. ProBio 5 is a clear signal that Plexus Worldwide is serious about addressing your health from a wide variety of directions. 70 to 80% of the body's immune system is in the gut. ProBio 5 provides 5 strains of probiotic bacteria and enzymes that help break down proteins in fibrous foods during digestion, contributing to a healthy intestinal system. ProBio 5 helps replenish internal flora to its proper balance, encouraging a state that is less likely to be susceptible to unhealthy bacteria. BioCleanse is a gentle but effective bowel cleanse for daily use. Good regularity seems to have an important role in weight management and overall quality of health. BioCleanse isn't harsh or irritating. Its oxygenating action helps its ingredients work comfortably and effectively. Plexus Ease capsules are nature's approach to discomfort due to an active lifestyle. The formula gives your body the tools to quiet everyday flare-ups and discomfort from overexertion or strenuous exercise. It contains eterol, which is the extract of New Zealand green lip mussel. This substance has a long history of promoting better health among the indigenous Maori tribes of New Zealand. And now you can enjoy the health provided by this natural ingredient. Plexus Ease Cream is a temporary soothing cream. When this topical cream is applied to the affected area, its proprietary blend of ingredients is soothing, easy to use, and non-greasy with a pleasant scent. Plexus Ease Cream is an ideal companion to Plexus Ease capsules, and you may experience temporary relief of discomfort due to an active lifestyle from this inside-outside approach. Fast Relief Nerve Health Support is a specially formulated combination of vitamins, minerals, herbs, and amino acids to help support healthy nerve cells and the nervous system. It may reduce symptoms from nerve discomfort that are not a result of underlying disease. Plexus 96 is a protein-based snack drink mix that is enhanced with vitamins and minerals. This is a fast and easy way to get a healthy snack, essential to reaching goals in a weight loss journey. Plexus 96 powder mixes easily with water or other beverages, and it comes in both delicious chocolate and vanilla flavors. Plexus Body Cream is a unique skin revitalizer that is filled with rich ingredients. Your skin will benefit from the aloe, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, evening primrose oil, lavender oil, and Moroccan rose oil. Plexus body cream also contains spirulina algae, an activated charcoal, and it's ideal for use by both men and women. The Plexus Breast Check Kit is a patented and uniquely constructed material that allows home breast self-exams to be done with much greater effectiveness. It creates a sensory touch magnification that helps increase hand sensitivity to assist in finding abnormalities. Thank you for considering these excellent products from the Plexus Worldwide Collection. Live healthy, love life, be Plexus.
We like that video just because it tells about the ingredients and the product, and that's very important for people like me that I'm like I like to just kind of break it down and know a little more about, how it can help me. So we're just gonna, for time's sake, go over the main products, which is Triplex. I think everybody should start with Triplex. Even nursing and pregnant moms can take Triplex. Kids can take Triplex. So we always recommend Triplex to everybody, and Triplex is right here. Those 3 products. So the pink drink, this is pink drink Plexus Slim. It comes with 30 individual little packets, and you just have to drink it once a day. They recommend before breakfast, before lunch, for best benefits, but just as long as you drink it every day, that's the main thing. It was developed for type 2 diabetics. It helps regulate your blood sugar. And I have 3 family members that are diabetics, and their insulin levels, it's drastically improved. So it's pretty incredible. But it says right here on the bag, it is not a meal replacement, which is great, right? We all like to eat food. It's not a diet. It's not a quick fix. It's not a shake. It's just a drink that you drink once a day. And I think everybody in here has tasted it. And I think it's pretty good. So, but it helps regulate your blood sugar, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, and your lipid levels. So when all of those things are balanced and regulated, in return, you just feel better, you have more energy, you sleep better, your appetite is suppressed, and just overall, you just feel so much better. And then as a side effect can come the weight loss. So anyway, this is very important, and I think everybody needs this. If you're a diabetic, this, if nothing else, very, very important. Then the probiotic, I think this is pretty much everybody's probably favorite product. I don't know. I love it. This probiotic, there's so many out there to choose from, so why would you choose ours? We have a special enzyme in our probiotic that actually is designed to go in and, okay, I'm going to get kind of scientific on y'all. Okay, so we all have yeast overgrowth inside of us, right? We all have yeast overgrowth. Yeast feeds on sugar. That's why a lot of us crave sugar. Yeast is also like candida. Candida is in our bodies, so when we die, it's designed to help our bodies decompose. So can you imagine having an overgrowth of candida while we're still living? It's wreaking havoc on our body. Like he said, 70 to 80% of our overall health comes from our gut. So this little enzyme goes in there, and it's actually strong enough to penetrate through this shell that the yeast hides inside of. And it kills the yeast, gets rid of it, and it just helps you feel amazing. It helps with sleep and anxiety and so many things. Acne, skin conditions, like it's an incredible little guy. And you just take it right before bed, so it's really easy. I love probiotic. And then the third one that comes with it, do we not have BioCleanse? Yeah. The third one is the BioCleanse. And so a lot of people see it says cleanse, so they kind of think, oh, well, I don't need that, I don't want to be on the toilet all day. What's different about this is it's not a 7 to 10 day cleanse. It's an everyday gentle cleanse. So gentle if you take it right. Because you just start with just one. Some people only need one. Some people that do have constipation issues, chronic constipation, they can work their way up to 4 to 6 a day because it's that gentle. And a lot of people on our team do take 6. I only need to take 2. Did you guys know a healthy person uses the restroom 2 to 4 times a day? It's very important. It's kind of like a car wash. When a car goes in, the car should come out. Well, when you eat food, now, truly, I think Elvis Presley it's recorded that he had 40 pounds of waste. And John Wayne too, I think is what you told me, Dave, last week. Yeah. So, you've got to be using the restroom. So this is going to help you use the restroom. So that's great, fine and dandy. But if you already do use the restroom 2 to 4 times a day, why would you need that? It's packed with magnesium. Some of you might know that's a relaxation mineral. Some people put magnesium on their skin, but they say that I think it's 70% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. Am I right, Carrie? Is that right? Yep. Yeah, you're a nurse, so, right? Yeah, 70%, I believe. And there's 30 symptoms related to that. And I know for a fact my restless leg syndrome, anxiety, my depression, and my migraines, I think was because I was deficient in magnesium. And this is packed with it. So that's a huge bonus to the BioCleanse. It also helps, it actually says on the bottle, it doesn't say helps you use the restroom. It says oxygenize and energize your body. That's what it's designed for. When we eat, when we put makeup on, lotions, breathe in the air, our bodies are taking in so many toxins that it's clogging us up, and our bodies can't breathe. It's sluggish. So there's an enzyme that goes in there and helps remove the toxins so your body can breathe again. It's oxygenated, it's energized, and then weight loss is a side effect as well. So those are the 3. I love that. I recommend it to everybody. If you're a customer, that's $124 for all 3. If you join like we did to get the cheapest price, it's $99 your first month, and then it's $109. So it's quite a bit different in price. That's why a lot of people join, because they want to get it for the $109. So that's our favorite products. That's all I got on that.
So does anybody want to share just a brief, like 60-second testimony? I know we have a couple of you that we asked, but I didn't know if anybody else wanted to share.
Do we want the 3 that we asked to do it? Or are we asking for somebody
No,
else?
I'm just saying if anybody wants to stand up and give their testimony.
Me?
Stand right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make some notes, because I can never remember all my fun facts.
I love testimonies though, because this is what it's all about, right? It's actually, they say facts tell and stories tell, so tell us, girl.
My name's Mary Miller. I'm Silver Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And Tara is my magical one I signed up under. A few months ago, I ended up in the hospital with diverticulitis.
Yeah, here you can say anything.
Right. And the long story short, my doctor recommended Plexus, the ER doctor down in Indianapolis. And so he said, here's the scripts. He said, you and I both know that these antibiotics I'm going to put you on are going to cheer you up, not work, but you're going to be back in the doctor's office, if not back in the hospital. But he was right. He told me to do my research on Plexus and find somebody, probably on Facebook. His wife had been involved as far as customer, friends in Arizona, where they purchased their products, and he just highly, highly recommended it for my issue. Didn't know it was diverticulitis. But he showed me my CAT scan results, and he said, you see all these little lights? This is what he explained to me, along with the tech. And he says, that is not supposed to be there. I don't think you all know what I'm talking about. Okay, stuff that, it's kind of like a car wash deal, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So, anyway, and I ended up, 4 months later, finally, after 2 more bouts of diverticulitis, decided to do what he said and research Plexus. And I happened to see Tara just on her grandma's Facebook, Positive Mental Attitude quotes, which I'm all about positive mental attitude. And so then I just hit her wall and I see, oh my goodness.
A lot of Plexus.
That's the first time I've ever seen Plexus on my Facebook. Okay, I have a lot of friends. So we start talking, and she showed me some videos on Hey Darling, which is wonderful, answered my questions, and I was in, and I could kick myself for waiting. Literally kick myself for waiting.
And you've lost a lot of weight.
I've lost 26 pounds as of yesterday,
Awesome.
and I've lost 18 inches.
Fantastic.
So it's time to go shopping.
And then your mom, who's
Oh,
diabetic, right?
Mom's type 2 diabetic, extremely, extremely chronic pain from a back injury when she was 19 years old. And has always been on narcotics for that pain. She takes the ease and the nerve. Thank you, Dale. I appreciate that
Yeah.
information on the loading dose. And Mom is no longer on the narcotics.
Wow.
Her insulin is, she's using less insulin. Her blood pressure, she has a blood pressure of a teenager, according to her doctor.
That's awesome.
Oh
She's
my
getting ready to
gosh.
have some more blood work done, and we're gonna be interested to see what the numbers are, because this is all pre-Plexus numbers that we wanna compare.
And I thought a fun fact too was skin tags. I learned this from
Oh,
you. It's,
thank you.
Skin tags is a part of a blood sugar, right?
Imbalance.
Imbalance. And you're right, skin tags are falling off.
They are.
And you're like, what's
They
happening?
are.
Yeah, so that's really cool too.
Yes. So,
Thank you for sharing.
yes.
Yeah, Dave Farrell. You can say where you are. He does it, yeah. He's not a speaker, and I just asked him last week. I'm so proud of you for sharing.
I don't do this very often. My name's Dave Farrell, and I work with her father, Tim, at Casting Transport. And when I first started, I had arm tingling and My back hurt all the time because I got degenerating and bulging disc in my neck and my back. And he kept going, you need to call my daughter. I'm not calling her.
Yeah.
What guy gives me his daughter's number? No. Yeah, so this went on for probably 2-3 months, something like that, maybe 4, whatever it was. And so I said, okay, give me your phone number, I'll call her, So we got to talking, and I told her, my situation and everything. She goes, man, you need to start taking the E's. Well, I took it for about a month, and yeah, it kind of helped. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And we got to talking a little bit more, and she goes, well, maybe we need to put the nerve in there with it. And did that for a month or so. And, I'm starting to feel pretty good here. The pain in my arms went away. I still got some back pain and stuff, depending on what I do every day. But then I one way, I forgot to tell my wife, I was out. So about 2 weeks, I went without it. I was like, man, I'm dying.
Yeah. You said you'll never run out again.
Of course, I was eating pain pills, hydrocodone before this. I mean, like about a handful.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And I couldn't sleep, wasn't eating right.
You've lost how much?
40 pounds
In how long?
since November 14th.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, and you feel great, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't have any issues, lost a couple of pant sizes, I guess, but,
Yeah.
because I didn't measure myself.
Right. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
awesome.
you.
You want to?
No, I just want to ask.
Oh, okay.
Is he end up taking the triplex then, or does he also do this on his own?
No, he takes triplex too.
Oh, yeah, I do the triplex, the big, all that stuff, and the X Factor.
But you started just with Eve,
Just
right?
with the E's,
Yep, you
just
got him in the
E's
door.
Yeah, and the pig ring, I believe it was.
Yep. And that's what helps with the weight loss. Mike, do you want to give your testimony?
Sure.
Okay.
Should I go up there or should?
Sure.
Well, my voice is booming. So. But anyways, I've been struggling with type 2 diabetes now for about 7 years. And when I first heard about the diagnosis, I was in complete denial. I didn't want to accept it. When my doctor told me, I was restraining so much not to tear the office apart because I was that much in denial because to me, I associated diabetes with laziness and not taking care of yourself and just not being active. And because I was a pretty active individual, I was involved in sports all throughout high school and college, and thought I was taking care of myself. But after I calmed down, I was able to see where I've messed up. Now, fruits and vegetables were not high on my priority list. Okay, my idea of a balanced diet or a balanced meal was a hamburger with lettuce, tomato, cheese. You get all the 4 food groups, you're good. Okay. Now, vegetables, if they were, on a pizza or, drowned in butter or cheese or whatever, and, or if you could smother it on some salad dressing on top of it, the creamy stuff, not the seafood stuff, you'd be all right. That's the only way to get it down. As far as fruits, they were more tolerable, but for a while, my idea of fruit intake was like Fruit Loops.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks. As a matter of fact, I posted this morning on my Facebook. Yeah, Fruity Pebbles, all those things. That was my idea of my fruit game. Don't laugh now, but I'm telling you, that was my way of justifying I'm getting fruits in. And over time, this happened over time. So as a result, that's where I ended up being a type 2 diabetic. Now, when I first heard about it, I was more conscious about how I was gonna take care of myself. So, I began to work out more, began to watch what I eat. And for a while that, worked. And then my blood sugar started to go down, but then they crept back up. So my doctor started prescribing me medication. And I did all the other things with the medication, and they went down for a little while, but they started coming back up. And this yo-yo process has been, went on and on for a while. And my doctor started informing me that I was developing other issues. I was starting to leak protein out of my kidneys. And I was developing deficiency for B12. All it means you have to take regular B12 shots monthly. And then it started out weekly, but then it went to monthly. And he warned me that if this did not improve, I'd be looking at dialysis at an early age, kidney dialysis, possibly a kidney transplant, blindness. It could lead to heart disease, kidney failure, stroke, those things. So, I'm hearing what the doctor's saying. I want to do something about it, but everything that I was doing wasn't getting the job done. So, I'm getting pretty frustrated. So we fast forward to this past December. A friend of mine who knew of my story told me about Plexus, and he gave me the trial pack of the Slim Drink and the Accelerator. And at first when I tried it, I was skeptical because what can this really do for me? But again, everything that I tried before wasn't getting the job done. So really, I was at a point where why not? When I first started taking it, I began to feel differently in a positive way. I had more energy. I felt like I was, able to do things that I, wasn't able to do before. Didn't feel sluggish, which was one of the side effects of being diabetic. But again, I was still skeptical because I didn't know if that was the Plexus doing it or the coffee that I was drinking each morning. So, like I said before, I was at a point where nothing else seemed to work. And so I went in, with both feet and signed up at the wholesale life, just thinking, okay, let's try it, see where it goes. My package came on New Year's Eve. And so on January 1st of this year, I started, my own Plexus journey. Since that time, I've noticed a considerable difference in how I look and feel. My blood sugars are dropping considerably. They're noticeably different for the better. I'm no longer in need of B12 shots anymore. I am, there's no kidney issues to talk about. I have more energy. I have a more positive mood now. And as far as the weight loss is concerned, since January, I've lost about close to 35 pounds. So, yeah, and that's not one of the reasons why I took Plexus to begin with. It was mainly for the, the blood sugars and get those down to where they need to be. But the weight loss is a healthy side effect, if you will. So, but when I tell people about my story, I tell them that I'm not where I want to be yet. So I gotta stay consistent and take the Triplex and the X Factor, Fab 4, which is what I use, and then I use a lot of other products. And they've helped me maintain this level that I need to get to where I want to be. So thank you for Plexus. I'm a believer. And that's what I want to do is to share that with other people as possible and get them to start thinking about incorporating these products to better them. So.
Awesome.
Thank you. Okay, now we're gonna invite Jamie and Dale up. Mayo. Yay! They're like my second parents. I always love to say this, and they give me like a dirty look, I think, when
Oh,
I say
no.
that. Dale did last time. He's like, hey, now. But anyway, I'm excited for you to hear from them because they're precious. So I'm going to get some Dale.
Okay, well, I'm Janie Mayo. I am a executive secretary is the title they gave me for a nonprofit organization. And do that part-time and then do this the rest of the time. But I saw Plexus, a lady posting on Plexus on Facebook. And it was someone I didn't know. It was just one of those people, she asked me to be friends, you know, how you get those, you know, like, who is this? And so I looked at her Facebook page and I thought, I wonder what this Plexus stuff is. So I accepted her friend request and started watching her post. And I thought, wow, this seems pretty good. Almost too good to be true, you know? So, because I've been struggling with weight, the whole menopausal thing hit, and it was like I woke up and I gained 50 pounds, you know, and it was like, where did this come from? And everything I was doing, I was even doing P90X. I don't know, has anybody ever done P90X?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Not fun. But I was doing it. So I was doing it with him. And I gained weight. And I know the whole muscle weighs more than fat thing, but that wasn't what was happening. And so I thought, okay, there's something going on in my body that I'm not, because I used to always be able to lose weight. So fast forward, so I started seeing the Plexus post from this girl, and my mom had a stroke, and so I was driving from Indianapolis up to here, pretty much living up here most of the week. So I didn't do anything with it. I just thought, well, you know, I want to research this because I've done stuff before and it worked for a couple weeks and then nothing. So I thought, well, I'm going to research it because I'm really like to research things, because I'm kind of like Megan said, I don't like to just put anything in our body. We believe in, you know, going the natural route because we know medication just kind of treats the symptoms, not the root of the problem. So, so I didn't do much with it, and my mom ended up passing away. And I called up Megan, and well, actually, can I say this part?
You can.
Okay. I feel funny sometimes saying it. So my kids, actually, both of my kids went to school with Megan and Alyssa. My oldest son, David, sent me a text out of the blue and said, Mom, have you ever heard of Plexus? And I was like, yes. Why are you asking me? He goes, well, Megan's doing it, and somebody else was doing it. And I said, well, yeah, actually, I've been kind of researching it, looking into it. But, you know, I haven't, if Megan's doing it, somebody I know, you know, I'll get in with her. The very next day, my other son, who dated Megan, I just want to remind him of that all the time. But he sent me a text and said, hey, Mom, have you heard of Plexus? And I thought, okay, so maybe I'm supposed to do this, because I've been praying for something. Not only for the health side of it, but financially, I was looking for something I could do from home. And we, I don't know if you're probably going to talk about this, but we had looked at 28 different network marketing businesses, not necessarily to get into. We would have people bring them to us and say, hey, would you check this out? Just because we had been in some and then looked at others. And guys, I would say this, even if I was not an ambassador, I've never seen a compensation plan like this. Mm-hmm. It was so unbelievable that I had to keep calling Megan and going, is this for real? Yes. Am I reading this right? And she would be like, yes. And I'm like, wow. So I started showing it to him, and he'll tell you that side. So anyway, I signed up with Megan, and shortly after I did, it was a year ago, March. And shortly after I did, I went to the doctor for my annual checkup, and he told me that I was pre-diabetic, that I was, my blood pressure was high, and I never had that. I'd just been to him the year before, and everything was fine. So I don't know if it was the stress of, going through, because his mother passed away a couple months after my mom did. So we had a lot going on, and, Plexus was the last thing on my mind at that moment. So I don't know if all of that is what caused it, but anyway, he said, you've got 3 months. And he said, if you don't lose weight And if your blood sugars don't get down, your blood pressure doesn't come down, he said, I'm putting on medication for everything. I'm gonna put you on insulin or metformin. And I was like, no, I just buried my mom for all of that same stuff. I'm not doing that. And she would have a bag of medication. And I thought, some of those pills was for the side effects of this pill. And I thought, no, I'm not doing that. So I said, I just signed up in Plexus. Have you ever heard of it? And he said, well, he looked over his glasses. He's a little 70-year-old man. Looked over his glasses at me. He said, as a matter of fact, I have. And I went, so the way you're looking at me, is that a good opinion of it? And he said, well, I have one of the patients that's doing that. He said, she is doing great with it. He said, so do it. He said, go right ahead, do it. He said, try it. He said, but I'm still giving you 3 months. He said, you've got 3 months. And so in 3 months, I went back. At that point, I had lost, I believe it was like 28 pounds.
Is that the picture from?
That was actually, the one on the left was right when I got in.
Yep.
And the other one was August.
Yep.
So it was right at the end of the 3 months.
Yeah, that's on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yes, and Lori's on the other side.
Oh, you got
I just had to crop her out of that. But so I had lost, but since then I've lost the 43, well, it's 43 now instead of 43 pounds and 30 some inches. I've lost more than that, but I don't have it measured in a while. But so I went back to the doctor then in September, and he was giving me high fives, around the office. And this guy's like 70 years old, and I've never seen him act like that. And he was like spinning his chair around and, talking to me. And I was like, you're pretty excited. He goes, well, yeah. He said, you're the best patient I have. He said, for someone your age, because I'm 55. And he said, for someone your age, he said, you're the best patient I have. He said, I keep doing the Plexus. He said, if you keep doing the Plexus and having the results you're having, he said, you won't have to go on anything. So then 3 months later, I went back and, at that point, I guess in December is when I got down to 40 pounds. He looked at my blood results and he said, I'm taking all the bad diagnosis off your chart. And he said, I'm writing on here, continue with Plexus. And I was like, yay!
Yeah.
Because I didn't have to take all those meds and, go through all that. So I just went gold a couple months ago, and soon to be senior gold. Get busy. No.
Thanks, I appreciate
it. We have this little competition going.
Yeah, good competition.
Well, you signed him up, right? So when he does well, you do well.
Exactly.
Right.
I remind him that often. I am your sponsor. No, we do this as a team, and I don't want to be doing it with anybody else. So, but that's the story.
Okay, well,
Yes.
just real quick, don't forget that A words there. Just put chronic joint pain in there, because when Janie started this, the first thing she did was she handed me a bottle of these, and she said, you're going to start taking these every day. So I started taking them. She would put them in my body. I take supplements anyway. As an athlete, I always have. Taking something more wasn't no big deal. Started taking them on a Monday, and Thursday when I woke up, I noticed a huge difference. I walked to the restroom with no pain, and this light went off, and I said, well, could that be the Plexus ease? So I went downstairs and asked her, I said, what is it? Tell me what is this? She said, why are you asking? I said, because all my pain's gone. Now, when I say all my pain, hips, knees, Achilles tendons, elbows, wrists, all my fingers, I had pain all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have zero pain, okay? And when she called me about your mother, I believe it was, I told her, I said, Janie did the same thing. I took 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 at night to start with. And when my pain was gone, then I started taking 1 tablet away. Instead of taking 6, I went to 5, and then I did that for a couple of days, and I went to 4. And that's about my threshold. I told her, you just don't know where your threshold is going to be. So anyway, that's how I got started in this business. And we're going to talk about making money, okay? Because I'm going to talk about a little bit about the comp plan. And this is a disclosure statement that you guys can read that if you want, but there's 11 different ways to make money in Plexus. And I'm going to explain what I consider 3 or 4 of the top ones, okay? This here is the the statement that this is the average income of a silver ambassador all the way up to diamond. Now we have in this room, we have, in just a few months, we'll have somebody in that second to the last few weeks. I'm sorry. Second to the last one. Look at this right here, people. We have 2 people sitting in this room that are making, that's their average emerald income.
Have everybody stand
Okay.
up at each level.
What's that?
Have everybody stand up that's at each level. So they
Oh
can
yeah, if you're a
see.
silver ambassador, stand up.
And we have a lot of newbies in here right now.
Right.
So this is 3 people underneath you at least.
Okay. Thank you.
Also.
If you're a gold ambassador, stand up. I can have a pinky up in the gold.
Yeah. He was gold yesterday for about 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes, I was gold, so it's gonna happen. Do we have any senior gold?
And not in this room, no.
No, and
We do on our
Tyler's,
team.
Tyler's wife's was senior Ruby.
Ruby, we have lots on our team.
Okay.
She's
So
almost senior.
just in
lots of
this room, as you can see, I mean, we're up to this level here, and Megan's gonna hit this month.
Mhm.
I don't know about you guys, but that's a pretty good chunk of change.
Yeah.
Okay, in 17 months. Just personally, okay, I started building this business the last week of January. Personally, my wife did it earlier than that, but since that time, I have surpassed my Allison transmission pension. What I would get monthly from them, I've already surpassed it. In 3 months, I was like, this is a no-brainer. Okay, so anyway, one of the first way you make money in this business is commission. You get retail commissions off of your customers. Anything that goes through, when you get involved in this business, they give you a website. Anything that goes through that website, whether it's your volume or somebody else's, you earn commissions on after the first $100. From $100 to $500, you get 15% back on all that goes through your website. So the first thing I told Janie is, I said, everybody needs to do $500 worth of product. That's me. I'm a numbers guy. I tell everybody that. So that's the first way. The second way is above 500, you get 25% back. So that's 2 ways of making money right there. Another one is the Plexus points. When you personally sponsor somebody and you have, if you sponsor 3, you're silver and they have a $100 backup order set up, you get 5 points for them. That's considered Plexus points. That on the average, last month it was right at $3 for a Plexus point that they pay us. So this is how it would work out if you sponsored 3, if they sponsored 3, if they sponsored 3, and so on. We talked about the power of 3. Just in that scenario right there, you'd make $3,744 a month. At about this level right here, somewhere right here, I can tell you this, that's going to drastically change your life. If everybody had an extra $1,000 to $2,000 coming in a month, how much better would it change your life? Okay, so the Plexus points is a big way in this company to make money. Another way is we have, every time you move from here, you get a $100 bonus here, you get a $250 bonus here, and so on up the road. And we've got people here, 2 of them sitting in this room that are emerald. So at the emerald, when you get to the emerald level, you can have a free Lexus. Plexus will pay for your Lexus. You get a Plexus Lexus. Okay? And there's 2 people in the state of Indiana that have got them. They're sitting right here in this room.
Yay.
So the compensation plan, like Janie said, I have looked at, we've been involved in 4 or 5 different network marketing things. And the compensation plan is second to none. And I just sponsored a guy Friday night down in Louisiana. And he told me on the phone, he said, did I hear you say in that video? Now, this is another one. For if you guys that have been posting, I told Mike and this, and I don't know if Tyler heard this or not, but this guy has read every post I put on Plexus since January. He's watched every video that I've put on, and he's never liked or commented on any of them.
Mhm.
Called me up Friday night and signed up Friday night. So don't get discouraged about nobody liking and commenting on your post, okay? Because they're watching. They are watching. But he even said, he said, Dale, he said, back in '99 he had a big network marketing group. He said it was $360 to get involved. This one's only $35. Why isn't everybody doing it?
Yeah.
I said, Wendell, I don't know. I wish I could answer that. So $35 to get started, to have the opportunity to make this much income, if you choose to. If you choose not to, that's okay. So where we at next
What'd
year.
you say at the last meeting that we did in Columbus? I mean, everybody is doing it. We're growing at like what, what'd you say? It's 20,000% now
It's,
almost?
the numbers are, last year we grew at 16,000%, and I just saw a thing from the company that said we're pushing 20, over 20,
It's 20,000%.
2,000, it's 20,000. Think of that.
15 million in sales last month.
Think of that, people. If somebody told me I could get involved in a business and your business is gonna grow 16,000%, I'd say I'm in,
Yeah.
okay? This just shows you, just in the years that they started. Now, 2009 is when Slim came out. Now, remember that, okay? They were a breast check company kit before that. 2009, 280,000 revenue. The next year, 968. Look at this, from almost 1 million to 10 million. They tripled. Look at that, it just keeps going. Now we are over with debt-free company. That's just huge to be a part of a company like this. There's 200,000 customers besides the 300,000 ambassadors. And I always like throwing this in there. In one of the videos that Megan just put out, there was a lady on there that said that, we have 320,000 ambassadors worldwide in Plexus. Everybody heard of Mary Kay? They have over 4 million. So if we've only got 300,000, I would say we're still at the growth stage. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay. If I was to say these two names, everybody would say, I know what Facebook and Google is. What do they have in common? They chose Plexus to be one of the third. Morgan Stanley chose them to be the third company. Now that's huge to me because Google and Facebook is way up here as far as notoriety. And here we are, a little company, a little pink green company just come along. So fastest growing, top 25 and the fastest growing companies in America. So
Good stats.
very
Awesome.
fast. Very
Tyler,
fast.
can you introduce Tyler?
Yeah,
Yes.
so next year we got Tyler Swain. He's a little banged up, had a little work accident, but he's still plugging along. So come on up, Tyler.
All right.
A little workout.
A little bit.
Great.
Usually when I come up here, I come up with my wife and I feed off her. I just go off what she says. So it's a little different for me today. So I'm going to mix it up just a little bit, how we usually do things. Because the testimonies you guys have heard from people that are here, people that have been speaking, are amazing. So I feel like I don't really need to share, go over what, my testimony is. I'm going to go over a little bit about me being the skeptic. Me being, which you'll find out a little bit, is the little man as to my wife when she started. My wife has a great testimony, great story with it. When she first started, I was absolutely against it. I hung up the phone when I heard she did it. I don't think we spoke for a day or two. I was so upset that she did it. Mind you, she was already a part of Mary Kay. I had a closet designated of just Mary Kay products. Nothing is Mary Kay because Shonda still uses their products.
I use it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's great.
nothing is, but
Yeah.
I was so upset because we ended up having to take a credit card out to actually have stock in, our stock in the company, and we deliver it. I mean, on Tuesday night, Shonda would go out at 8:00 at night. They're like, hey, I gotta run this eyeliner to somebody across town. I'm like, cool. Like, you're gonna be gone for half hour. You're gonna spend gas money, and we're gonna make probably $2 off that. Like, sweet. So when I found out she was doing something else, I was not happy about it at all. Was not a good thing. So anyway, she was gonna do what she wanted to do anyway, so she does it. Kind of into it. She ended up handing me a few, like her first actual paycheck into it. She handed me a piece of paper and she handed me the paper and I looked at it and she said, just open it. And I'm like, okay, I opened it. And I think it was a check for it was an invoice for like $800. And I was like, sweet, is this what we owe Plexus? Like, this is what we just purchased? I was like, great, more in debt. She's like, no, that's my first check. And I'm like, all right, sweet. So I'm all about it now. I'm like, all right, cool. So you can keep doing it, but I don't want any part of it. Keep doing your thing. They'd talk about it so much. We'd go to dinner, Tara and her husband, Megan and her husband, and I was like, if one of you bring up Plexus,
They threatened us.
I swear we will go get our own table
Yep.
and you two can sit. Like,
Tyler didn't
we're not
speak
having
to
it.
me for like ever.
Yeah, I was not happy with her at all. So even though this is good for my family and Shonda's feeling great and she's looking better
We're
and we're
helping
getting money,
people.
it's helping people. I'm still just so annoyed at it because I'm thinking it's just going to be another fad. We'll be done with it soon. So I eventually start seeing the results Shonda has she showed me before and after, kind of 4 months into it. And I was like, I don't really notice it because I'm with her every day. But I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff works. So I start sneaking the products, not telling her. I think one day she was like, hey, they're all gone. Do you know what happened to them? I'm like, no. I didn't admit that I was taking them, didn't tell her I was taking them, but I'm noticing I'm feeling better. All that listed up there, my workouts were getting to be crazy. But I still was kind of a skeptic, still don't want to fully commit to it and be a part of it. For those of you that are in here tonight that are new or just joined or have never been to an opportunity meeting, the biggest thing I can tell you is there's always going to be people that are going to tell you this is stupid, tell you this doesn't work, tell you it's just another fad that's come through and it'll be over in a year or two, it'll be done. You know, it's going to happen because I was that person. I still have guys that at our office that we work with that are still like that. I tell a story about a guy at our office every time, Scott, who's usually here, but he had an opportunity meeting down in Greensburg tonight. There's a guy at the office every time we're making our pink drinks. He is, you guys taking your snake oil, you know, so there's always going to be that person around that's going to bring you down to say this isn't going to work. And unfortunately, looking back on it, I hurt Shonda more than I helped her. My wife, the mother of my children, my best friend, I'm bringing her down and not helping her just because I was such a skeptic and I was that little person. So just be aware, joining this company, people are going to tell you no, people are going to tell you it's not going to work. You got to stay with it. That's the biggest part about it. So just smile and move on because they'll come back to you, because it's happened plenty of times with people that have made fun of me for what I'm doing or what we're doing. And they're like, hey, order me some of that. Don't tell anybody you're ordering it for me. Honestly, it happens constantly. Will you order it? I've got guys that say, will you order it for me when it comes in? I'll pay you. I don't want my wife to see that I'm ordering. I don't want anybody to know I'm doing it. They want to try it. And they're like, hey man, I'm sorry. You know, this, like, I'm sleeping better. I'm feeling better. So there's always gonna be that little person, and don't listen to the little people. They're gonna show you a video real quick that I love. I think it's perfect. I love to share it all the time. So hopefully it'll kind of just listen to it, and hopefully it'll help you out a little bit more. So
surround yourself with greatness. The people who you surround yourself with in your life are important. If you surround yourself with people who build you up, who make you grow, who challenge you to be better, you're going to become great. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who just tear you down, who tell you all the reasons why it's not going to work, who tell you that you're not good enough, I call people like that the little man. If you surround yourself with people who are the little man, then soon you become the little man. If they listen to their friends, if they listen to the world that was currently available to them, they would have never been successful, because what they created was not possible. Where your heart, your passion can create something, it can create a new reality that didn't exist before. So you want to do things because it's the right thing to do, because you were meant to do it, because you feel it. And that comes from your heart, not because it makes logical sense to do it. You can always come up with an excuse why you can't do something. And you can say, I'm going to wait for the conditions to be perfect before I go out. The conditions are never perfect. If you wait for the conditions to be perfect to make your dream a reality, then you're going to be sitting on your dream for the rest of your life. If you want something, you go get it. Whatever you're trying to learn now, whatever new skill you're trying to pick up, the beginning stages, they're hard, it's frustrating, it sucks. But don't give up, because if you keep practicing, you're going to get better and better and better, and soon it won't hurt as much, you won't fall as much, you won't make as many mistakes. It's going to be easier, and you'll see more results. Ignore the non-believers. If you have an idea, you're going to have people in your life who are doubters, who don't believe in what you're doing, who will tell you to do the safe thing, the smart thing, and go get a job, that your dream is just not possible. This is a stupid idea. You're going to have a lot of those people in your life, especially if you have a big idea. All you get hit with is negativity. People saying, no, 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 and telling you all the reasons why it's not going to work out. And it's so dangerous because you have a little bit of doubt yourself. And if all you hear is no, and all you see is darkness around you, at some point, this is where a lot of people fall down. This is where a lot of ideas die on the table. Because what happens is you start believing in other people and what they're saying more than you believe in yourself. You start thinking, these guys know what they're talking about. Maybe I am crazy. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe this idea really is stupid. And you end up quitting. And then you see a little while later somebody else making huge dollars from your idea. And you kick yourself. And you say, that should have been me. I knew this was a good idea. But you stopped believing in yourself. And you started believing the doubters.
I feel like that video does a lot better than I do. That's why I like sharing it. But don't listen to doubters. Everybody, especially new people, you heard the testimonies of how this has amazingly helped people. Everybody needs it. They just don't know they need it. So we're not selling anything. We're sharing. That's all you're doing is you're sharing what the company has and what it can do for people. You're just sharing your story. That's it. I don't think I've sold anything to anybody. I've shared how it's helped. So I think Megan's gonna come back up and close it out.
I think you did a great job. I was gonna say what I always say. I can't imagine if I had listened to the doubters.
Mhm.
It's hard not to because when we started 17 months ago, no one had even heard of Plexus. They looked at me like I was an insane person.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine looking back if I would have, because I could have listened to them. It's hard when you hear that. And especially
Megan's sister is a physician's assistant. So she and her best friend, who's a physician's assistant, they attacked Megan and I.
They went hard on
like, how dare you? You guys are hairstylists. You're trying to da-da-da-da-da. And we're like, we know what we know though. I mean,
yeah, it's just,
and now they've come around and they believe in
it's
it.
just
And
important to know what you know. Remember what you know and what you're seeing. And like Tyler said, don't let that be your focus. Other people can bring you down about it because there are going to be people that are doubters, no matter what. And they could be your spouse, and eventually they come around.
Slowly but surely. They will.
So anyway, we're just so glad that you guys all came today. And like that says, if you have any questions, anybody is here to answer
I don't
your
think we're going to
questions.
do one next month. We're going to probably have our next
June's
one in
busy.
July.
It'll be July, probably the end of July when we have our next one.
And we'd love for you guys to come again and bring a guest. This is
Yeah.
pretty much what they're going to get. But as you can see, it's pretty powerful and contagious in the energy. So if you guys can bring a guest and fill the seats,